We start the finale with Emma and Mike. Emma has said I do already.
Emma.
And now it's Mike's turn to see if he wants... Oh, he said I do.
I love you.
I do love you. Okay, that's... He said it, though.
Right now.
No.
I'm ready to say I
That is a amateur move. You do not say the words I do on an altar at a wedding. You don't even say it on the premises if you're not going to say it. Look at these parents are scared for their life. They're like, oh no, now we have to deal with her. Oh no, please don't do this to us. And look at the gabagoos. They're like, look at the dad is so confused. His glasses started transitioning. They're like, is it night? Is it day? Did he say I do? Does it count? The mom is like, gabagoo, my son, come back to Maggiano's with us. Emma takes it in stride. She's like, I do love you. Don't worry. I will make my parents' life more miserable than they ever knew. Someone's going to feel this pain. Look at, here's the friend who's like, so wait, I'm not going to be able to get drunk and dance tonight? But I do a whole thing where during shout where I get low to the ground and I put my ear to the ground. Everyone thinks it's funny. Look at the mom is so happy. She's like, we're gonna go to Wawa and we're gonna get the Capricorn. Emma walks out, and here's how I know Mike isn't that Italian. He has not one friend who's the loud Italian dude who's like, hey, Mike is gonna be single again. I got my wingman back. We're going to the shore this summer. We're going to go to DJs. We're going to hit up the dance floor. Oh, all the trim and cabra go. I feel bad for this mother and father. She says I'm going to go check on her. Look at the dad. He's like, really? You're going to talk to her this soon after the dumping? Look at that. She's like, yeah, let me just go find out how this is all because I'm a bad mother now so that we can get over the hump. Look at, I'm not ready to get married. We're not ready to get married. This guy, he's like, is that the reason? He needs to put away the skeptical face. Put on the understanding you made the right decision face. He's 50-50 on kids. He wants someone who's not 50-50 here. She explains to the family. Look at these faces. Yeah, oh yeah, no, you're right. No, you had to say yes. Of course. Look at this woman looks like she's holding in a fart. She's like, yeah. You gotta say yes at the altar, even though you're not sure if he's gonna say yes. This is her sister who wishes she never had kids. She's like, I can't believe you took away this night of dancing and drinking and away from the kids from me. I was gonna let my husband touch me again. How could you? Mike tries to do the right thing. He's like, I'm going to go talk to her. He gives the sisters and the moms hugs. Look at the dad's like, dude, I wish I could get out of here too. Just get out of here as soon as you can. This is my life. I'm stuck here. You go. Live a better one than I could. Look at the Emma and Mike pillows.
My heart is
Yeah, where are those pillows going to go? So now they're going to have the post-game talk. Oh, look at the families. They're like, oh, we wish we could have. He's like, we wish we could have shared a Sunday sauce with you, but gabagol. This is a very mature parent meeting. This mom who basically told her son, don't get married because she doesn't know how to pronounce galamad, is being better than I thought she would. My mom would not be this mature. My mom would be like, it's all everyone's fault but mine. Mike is lucky because Emma was kind of a pain in the ass through this whole process. And he had the whole kids thing. And when she says, sure, I'll do kids, maybe I'll do kids, the women on TikTok who wear sweatsuits and do like whole dissertations on men who can't commit, they're kind of held at bay. So Mike doesn't have to deal with the sweatpant women. They do an interview with Mike. He's like, so she said yes. I had that whole kid thing. Plus, there's a guy named Chris who called a woman who was beautiful and a doctor fat and broke up with her for that. So that kind of freed me up to end things at the altar without being the bad guy of the season. Look at Mike does the fake cry thing. I've done this at a million breakups. I just, the look like a cry, but he's almost trying to grab a tear out of his duct. We've all been there, bro. Look at this guy. Shake his head. Yeah, that's a move. I love this question from the producer. If she would have said, I'll have kids with you, would that have changed your answer?
Yeah, I think it would have.
Yeah, easy to say now. He's like, I think I would have. Can she hear me? She can't hear me, can she? She can't. Okay, good. No, I think I would have. Yeah, of course. Of course I would have gotten married if she said she would have had kids with me and she promised to blow me every Tuesday and then she would have said, calamari the right way and yeah, of course. And if, but she won't have kids. So as they say in the old country, when you're here, you're family, but only if you'll have kids. Go to Amber and Jordan's wedding day. The only thing I care about for this wedding is what Jordan would do for food at the wedding. I want to know what his ideas are. I want to know his thoughts on a cocktail party, pass arounds. Like nothing else here matters to me. I want to know what type of drinks he wants as the specialty cocktail. This woman, no one looks more tired of going to weddings than this woman. This Amber, the mother of one whose friend has this is the face of, I've been to 1,000 rehearsal dinners. I've done every bachelorette party. I've gone on every trip and none of it has come back to me. It's like she made an investment that everything got lost in the investment. She's like, I knew I should have just said no to like half the weddings. I know it's hard to have a daughter and go on this show, but we've heard so much about Amber's daughter, and but we've never seen her, so she's starting to sound like the girlfriend the guy has that lives in Canada and is a model. Oh my God, Emma, you wouldn't believe how much she loves Jordan. She has fun, and she's actually like a real confidant. She has given me advice on what I should do. And look at this woman. They cut a half-hour scene about her crying about an ex who wanted to get engaged, talked about getting engaged, and then broke up with her, and then got immediately married to the next woman he dated. There is no question. There is lore in those crying eyes. Look at, she's wiping away the tears. The editors are like, oh yeah, that was an easy cut for us. She's like, I guess my story will be for everyone. Nope, we didn't even hear an ounce of it. I told you, it was so bad for so long. She's trying to say, we have gone through a lot.
You've just come like so far.
You've come so far, just like me. And the breakup I just talked about for 3 hours that will definitely be included. I'm proud of you. Look at, can you imagine? I know this wasn't easy. Can you imagine how you would feel? I don't want any of my friends proud of me. I don't want my friend who I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't want your life. She's looking at me going, I'm proud of you. You've been through a lot of toxic guys. As she's sitting here crying about a toxic guy she dated. It is crazy how underplayed the fact that Jordan is going from playing a PS2 in a basement of what looked like a dungeon of a home to becoming a father figure. Like Amber's life changes zero. She gets a human Labrador pillow to lay on while she watches Devil Wears Prada 2. Jordan is going to be told, hey, get a job. You're not going to be a baker. Start driving Uber because we have a child. And we're all like, yeah, he'll probably say yes because he's fun and pudgy and likes food. No, I don't know about Jordan just diving right in. They skip a whole scene for Jordan because I relate a lot to Jordan with body stuff. Like they're showing him dressed already. You would need at least a half-hour scene of me staring at the suit that fit 2 weeks before and how anxious I was that it wasn't going to fit the way it fit before. Like, oh, he just threw on the suit and started bending? No. That's not how big guys roll with a suit. We are moving very cautiously and we are very sweaty right now. He's giving full hugs. No, I would be giving the no-touch hug. I'm very hot. I just put on the suit. Please don't touch me. You hear a lot about the boy mom. This is a boy family. There is nothing serious being spoken about. They're all just happy and loving him. He's going to hear about no reality. He's talking about Amber's kid. They're like, you're going to be great. Who cares that you have no health insurance and no job yet? Oh, that's my boy. Look, everyone's just talking about lily pads and sunshine and rainbows. They finally start talking about reality, and Jordan is mentioning how Amber and Emma will have to move to Columbus because he doesn't want to go to Mount Vernon.
Take her to school in the mornings.
Are any of them being honest with him? He's like, yeah, they're going to have to move to my shack that is brought to you by a Buffalo Wild Wings commercial that looks like it's out of a horror movie and is drenched in tetanus. And she'll have to find a new school for an 8-year-old. You know, that's easy to change an 8-year-old's life, you know, for a guy that doesn't want to, like, shake up his bar scene. You can tell the mom knows something's off. She's a mom who loves her son way too much. She's like, he's not getting enough Cocoa Puffs and homemade cookies. He looks nervous. Yeah. She's like, he needs more hugs and Skittles. I don't know if she's giving him enough Skittles. This family is being so supportive. They are not saying anything to sway him.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever put so much into a relationship before. So
he's never put this much into a relationship. Look at the mom. It's getting dark for her. She's like, I think about him every moment of every day. You've never put so much into a relationship? Is it all on me?
It's supposed to be.
Look at the dad who hasn't said 2 words. He's just like, get me to that bar where I am going to tell a stranger a story that goes nowhere. Oh, that's my favorite part about a wedding. This is
Excited for you.
They're excited. Look at yeah, he looks pumped. He looks like he can't wait to cut his 8 hours of PS2 down to an hour a day. Family who loves each other more than any other family's ever loved each other do a quick cheers of their hot cocoa. And mom says, we're going to love you forever. And oh man, what I would do for that hug. That hug's got to feel good. That is a mom hug right there. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was a king's hug. Amber's big wedding dress reveal, looking very much like the woman from Mars Attacks, a little bit Erin Brockovich, a little bit Mars Attacks, hugs the friend who spent an hour talking about her and her relationship, hugs the friend who's very tired from all the weddings she's had to go to. Yeah, this is a professional wedding crew that Amber's a part of. This ain't their first rodeo. Look, she's going to do that clasp in one shot. Yeah, they even know how to say that you look amazing where it sounds honest. They didn't go high on the voice. They went straight up. You look so amazing. No, you look amazing. No, they knew to keep the tone regular. We go to the wedding, and no one is going to have as much empathy for Jordan as I'm going to have. This guy should not be getting married. Of course he's nervous. He has not one friend there to support him. They are all playing Call of Duty. They were like, no, dude, we can't miss our Call of Duty appointment. He's going to go from ordering on DoorDash and Uber Eats at the same time so that he can get the wings and fries that he prefers to having a child. He eats that delivery in an apartment where half the lights don't work, and now he's talking about school systems. This sister better tell him, hey, slow it down. You've proven yourself. We get it. You can be an adult. This is the end of the Adam Sandler movie. And he goes, okay, I guess I am an adult. I believe in myself now. We believe in you. We believe you can be an adult. Now, don't do this to this woman and this child. Here's Jordan's big entrance. He is very nervous. He has the coat buttoned, which I gotta commend him. That's all I would think about if I were his friend. I'd be like, wow, he got the jacket buttoned. I've never buttoned a sport coat or a jacket. Those buttons are purely ornamental. Look at the dad who says nothing, the mom who she just wants to give him a hug, and the bag of granola that she made homemade at home before she came and prepared for him. That's all she wants. She's like, can I give him the granola now? There's little pieces of chocolate in it like he likes. And here's Amber with her brother who looks exactly like Jordan. Amber's hair, you know it's high because there's Long Island mediums who are jealous of this hair. They're watching in Long Island being like, I gotta follow her for her tips and tricks. The brother who looks like Jordan and is making this weird for anyone who notices it, not super optimistic. He was like, I'll be surprised if you both say yes. If that's the case, don't you leave Emma at home? Why are we bringing Emma into this maybe he'll say yes to her situation? Like, I know, like, listen, she's got the daughter, she's cute, and everyone's happy that a single mother's gonna find a guy, but like, this starts her villain origin story. Hey, Emma, she's like, there's my new granddaughter, if she likes my granola. But like, isn't Emma setting up to like hate men in a way that's like real? Like, hey, when'd you start hating men? When a guy who couldn't afford his own electric bill said he wasn't ready to be with my beautiful mom? It's moments like these where the brother is walking Amber down the aisle that I'm thankful that my parents aren't at this wedding. My parents would be like, where's the father? My dad would be like, the dad is dead. They'd be like screaming. My mom's like, where's the mother? There's no mother? My dad would be like, the mother is dead too. She's dead. They're both dead. You wouldn't even hear the music. You would just hear my parents yelling how dead her parents are, or that they're divorced or not in the picture. The parents aren't in the picture. I don't know where Amber's parents are, but my parents would be live doing what I do for this show about her and where her parents are. While Emma's sitting there going, Grandma and Grandpa are dead? What? We thought they went where the dog went. Amber tries to do some light CPAP humor, and she doesn't realize this audience not here for CPAP humor. Like, this guy's trying to make it more comfortable for everyone else. The sisters are like, is it yes or no? We get it. Yeah, our brother is a lovable lug of joy and happiness that we love to hug. Now, are you going to marry him or no? Because the audience, she's getting nothing from this CPAP stuff.
I do.
Amber says I do, but then immediately makes it easier on Jordan.
If there's any doubts.
She's like, I get it if you have doubts.
I have a lot going on.
There's a lot going on here. That's the name of her new podcast coming out after this. She's like, I get it. I got a daughter, but I also got these hot boobs that Jordan is like, yeah, let me just take a look at the boobs. Yep. Okay. Then I'll make a decision.
You solemnly vow to be her faithful partner in sickness and in health.
If I was the justice of the peace, I'd be like, I wouldn't do the normal speech. I'd be like, do you promise to leave half of the Dunkaroos for Emma? Do you promise to stop playing video games? Do you promise to get some furniture from a place like Wayfair or another reputable furniture place instead of off of a street corner? Do you promise to wear pants with a belt and a button instead of elastics? They show literally everyone at this wedding as we wait for Jordan to give an answer that I don't think he's capable of giving. I mean, look at the daughter. She's like, what are you going to say, bro? Don't fuck this up. She's a single mom. I need rides to different play dates.
I want to follow my heart and say that I do.
I want to follow my heart and say that I do. Yeah. So that was an I do? Oh, look at everyone's in shock. Look at even the daughter's like, really? Oh my God, I didn't think you'd do it. You ate a Pop-Tart cold without putting it in the toaster oven. I didn't think you had it in you. Look at everyone is shocked. They don't believe it. Look at this. He doesn't have the ability to give a speech where he doesn't say I do. He doesn't know how to say it in front of all these people. Shock and awe. Look at that. Good for him. Look at the scream that happened in this reception area was almost insulting. People reacted. If I were Amber, I'd be like, did you think I would never find someone to marry me?
My sister told me.
If I'm Jordan, I'm like, did you think I couldn't be an adult? Like, someone screamed as if someone was shot in the back of the room. I can't believe it. We go to Britney and Devonta's wedding day, and it's going to be uncomfortable. Devonta has been trying to get Britney to dump him for about 3 weeks now, which is basically the entirety of their relationship. Since they were in Cabo and she was in a bikini all day, they've had issues. And Britney has done a great job of ignoring every red flag. She's like, you know, I see a future with you. Ever since that day where you wouldn't talk to me while we were on the beach and I was in the smallest bikini I've ever worn, I knew that we could be in a loving relationship that lasted. You know it's not a good talk when he says, take your time.
You know, I have the dress.
Yeah.
He's like, take your time because after I see you here, we will not be speaking ever again.
I'm shocked that I'm not actually getting married.
So the marriage isn't happening on the day it was supposed to.
They were so excited that everything that I've always wanted was happening. Today was supposed to be our wedding day.
Here, if I'm Devonta, get out of here. Stop it. Stop dragging this out. She's talking about today was supposed to be our wedding day. That's the rest of your life, dude. Every time this date comes up, oh, this was the date we were supposed to be married. Even when they're 80 and holding hands in the retirement community, she'll be going, remember, this is the day where you didn't get married to me because you weren't ready and you wanted a prenup, even though you made $40,000 a year. This is actually crazy. Devonta thought that not getting married today would get him out of this relationship easier, and it didn't. This is how committed to a cause Britney is. She's like, I'm getting married to this guy until he literally chops my metaphorical head off. Can you imagine sitting on a couch discussing why you didn't get married on what was supposed to be your wedding day? We're still, she keeps reminding him, we're still together. He's like, I know. Devonta, dude. Look at he's exhausted. He's like, I've been trying to get her to dump me for literally a month. I thought, what will it take? I don't even think him breaking up with her would work. He'd be like, I'm ending it. And she'd be like, okay, well, that, you know, every relationship has its rocky road. She keeps making sure he knows they're together. We're still together. We're still engaged. Look at it. He's like, I know. Yup. You've reminded me 100 times. She never speaks for herself. This is a closer. Hire her to sell some life insurance. This woman is going to close deals that people are not ready to make. Look at, she doesn't, like, she sees, there's no doubt in her mind. This is
going to be husband and wife one day. Then hopefully have babies right after we get married.
Oh, dude, no. There's no babies with this guy coming. I promise you that. He's like, I got to figure out another way. I thought the prenup would work. I thought the not getting married would work. Oh, man, I don't know what I'm going to do next. After the initial shock of it, okay, I'm not getting married. I mean, like, her words should be shown to her at an intervention. Where do we go from here? Look, and then he says, I'm not a fortune teller. Stop it, Britney! Leave this!
I don't know the answer.
He still has doubts.
Yeah, I don't know what the future.
We know you're not a fortune teller, you're not a soothsayer, you're not an ESPN. Dude? He's like, I can tell you the future. I am a fortune teller. This won't be a marriage ever. They're literally talking as if there was a death. Devonta's like, today was supposed to be our wedding day, and then that freak
Of course I want to be his bride.
hot air balloon accident happened, and she didn't realize that I would never marry her, so now we're sitting here in an apartment and ordering food and watching a rom-com. So I guess this is my life now until I figure out another plan. Piece of me is angry at Britney's friends. and her family. She's still saying, I'm 99% sure I'm going to be married to Devonta.
Marrying him, I feel like he is my person.
No, she needs an intervention. I'm mad because Devonta, this is simple. He doesn't want to marry her. He's trying to figure out a way out. Britney, like, she needs a full-on, like, 10-person intervention with professionals waiting at the door to, like, talk her down afterwards. Like, this is like a problem. So instead of getting married, they had a meeting. He's like, well, I need to go. We will be in touch. That's how he ends. They laughed at it, but I know that's like a fun inside joke, but like, hey, we'll be in touch on the day we were supposed to get married, and don't worry, we'll get to that whole marriage thing at some point down the road. I guess I'll talk to you at some point. I guess we'll figure out, whether we're going to do a DJ or a band at some point down the road. Someone needs to show the picture of Britney's hot ass and body. Like, Britney, look at you. You will be fine. Like, someone needs to show this silhouette to Britney and be like, there are a lot of men. This is their whole For You page, including the guy who's yelling at the TV right now. You'll be fine. Devonta says exactly what I just told you.
Like, I probably would have swept it all under the rug.
This is what he's doing.
Probably figured out
The easiest way to get a divorce possible. He's doing this now, just without. He's considering what he's doing healthy because he's not doing it in a less healthy way. He's like, a couple years ago I would have gotten married and then figured out a way out. Now I'm getting engaged and figuring out a way out. So I guess I'm getting better. She says, this is why I haven't met your mom in person. If that doesn't happen, you're not getting married. She literally said this was supposed to be our wedding day, and then later brings up, is this why I haven't met your mom in person? Maybe. That might have something to do with it, Britney. This is the video. Show this to Britney's mom, and let's hear her interview. I don't want Britney's interview. This is like talking to someone who's still in the cult. Let me talk to the mom and dad. Your daughter just said she hasn't met the mom of her fiance. How do you feel about that? This speech Britney gives is the craziest one that's ever happened on this show. And we just recently watched a guy tell a woman that she doesn't work out enough for him to get married to her. So this is...
We just need to get back to all of those feelings of why we fell in love and why we chose each other.
She's saying this all about a guy getting into a Honda Civic. She's like not leaving a guy who's going away in a base level Honda Civic
It would have been hard for me.
on the day that she was supposed to get married. This is... Show this in the therapy appointment.
I didn't want to have a wedding.
Oh, you didn't want to have a wedding to someone who wasn't 100% yes? And meeting the mom for the first time at the wedding? Britney. Now it's Alex and Ashley's wedding. And the only way this wedding makes sense is if Ashley's dad was contacted by the FBI because they have Alex in some sort of Ponzi scheme, and this is now going to be a sting to catch Alex red-handed in some way or form. Because these two should not be getting married. Alex should not be in a relationship at all. He hasn't said one honest sentence since being on this show. Ashley shouldn't be going along with this. Her dad should be literally standing with her right now being like, what? Didn't you see when I asked him where you want to live and he said 7 different cities at the same time? Ashley's now explaining why she's gone along with this whole charade. Because he had a tough childhood and she didn't. Seems like a bad reason to push through. Also, consider the source. You're hearing about his childhood, which maybe it was bad. From him. His mom came into the house off her motorcycle and looked at your charcuterie and was like, so, how much is this plate? As if she was going to sell it off afterwards.
He is not.
Yeah, that's not a good reason to get married. I've had a great family, he is not. So What are you, Aladdin? I can show you the world. I can show you upper middle class in Ohio. I can take you to Jenny's. I know it's expensive, but it's really good. Here comes Alex in the big Chevy Suburban looking like he lost all his money on a bet gone wrong, and this is a last-ditch effort to win back his life savings. He's just always Ben Affleck during a very tense scene where he's either going to lose it all or be living on a beautiful tropical island from all the winnings he made. Look, they got 7 tuxes. He's going to steal all of those. Him and his band of brothers. Oh, this guy can't wait for a wedding. This guy, 3 drinks and any woman is like, yeah, I think he's like really cute. He's got like a woodsman thing going. Alex's whole crew look like they're going to tell a woman at a wedding they're going to get married to them someday too, just to have sex. He's making a lot of soccer references. A real good liar's move. He knows this is an American show where we know very little about soccer.
I've been here before.
He's like, I've been on the pitch. I've worn the kit.
Tell me about that shit.
I know what it's like to do a bicycle kick. It's just like a marriage. As he pulls out gambling chips to try and win this guy's money. This is like their mark. He's not really that close with Alex. He's like, I don't know why I was invited to be in the wedding. Alex is like, let's do some poker. And him and his friends are like, yeah, it's been a while since we played. Quinn's like, I played cards before. They're like, oh yeah? Well, did you bring your nice watch that your grandfather got you? Just as long as you brought that watch, you can play. They start talking about how Ashley was grilling him about his job.
Talking about crypto for a little bit, and then he'll start talking about something else, and then Wayne.
Look at this guy's like, oh, he's talking about his job that doesn't exist again. Cool. I'm gonna have to go along with this one.
I don't trade that.
What's the price of crypto? Yeah, look at this guy's like, nobody knows the price of crypto. Come on. This guy who looks like the mascot for guy who's going to talk to you about crypto. Oh my God. He's surrounded himself with yes men and Quentin. Quentin, the mark, the guy that they're going to steal from, the nerd. There he is. Hey, Quentin dressed up nice. Oh, here's the funny friend. Oh, no, that was Alex. Takes one last look. This is the look you give before you're about to do an Ocean's 11 style grift. Here comes Alex's mom. Oh no, she can't have that one back. That's a tough look on TV. Can you imagine if they got me doing my walk-in dance? I would be like, I'd be ruined. Ooh. I hope she found someone on a dating app before this released. They always look like they're a mother-son team who is going to steal from all the older men at a nursing home. Like, it just looks like she wears the dress.
Thank you.
He does the computer stuff. And that's how they get the 401k. Here's Ashley's big walk-in moment. They love getting the women walking in and having the friends react. They always call her Barbie, and then the other girl who constantly gets called Barbie by her friends is like, really? Okay, I guess she's going to get Barbie for this one. I guess it is her wedding. She took exception. She did. She didn't like it. She's like, I'm usually the Barbie, but I guess. Oh, she turns. It's perfect. She's proud of her for ignoring every red flag that has ever happened from a singular human being and pushing on through to a marriage that shouldn't happen. I'm proud of you. The mom went with a pantsuit for the wedding. I don't think I've seen this before. In all my wedding days, the mom looks like she's going to sell someone their first condo rather than see her daughter get married. I mean, the mom looks like she's getting married to Mel Robbins, like that she finally came out and did it late in life, and she's like, I found a woman who wears...
Do you see how big my boobs
dark rim glasses as well as I do. I mean, and now they're just gonna sit inside. Here's the dad. The dad has the cockiest walk. He has such a lawyer's walk. The dad walks in like he's got one on you every single time he walks into a room. Ashley talks about how she's not Alex's type, and now she wants to prove him wrong. This doesn't feel healthy. Like, she's talking like someone who lost a bunch of weight after high school
Nobody wants to be rejected.
and came back for the reunion. Like, I'll show them, and everyone's like, "Oh, cool, you look good." Like, I don't think Ashley understands men will still bang women that aren't their type. Does she know that? Someone should tell her, because this is a bad reason to walk down the aisle. She says she's expecting a no?
I'm being completely honest. I would be shocked if Alex said yes.
So why do this? Why do this? Why does she need
I'd be happy.
a full audience to make him the evil one and her the good one who got dumped, and I mean, while looking hot and like a Barbie? Like, I don't get, this doesn't make her any better than the grifter. She's expecting a no and still going to try and marry him. Seems like a conversation that should be had before going through all of this and making your friends and family go to a wedding.
Who cares if they want to be with me? It's more, do I want to be with them?
Well, yeah, that's what you say if you're not going to the altar
And I think that's my
to
favorite
try.
today is
She's like, who cares if I'm not your cup of tea? But also tell everyone at our wedding that I'm not your cup of tea so that I can have everyone feel bad for me.
and if it's Alex, it is Alex. If we choose each other together,
So,
then he will be
all this is on tape, Ashley. Yeah, I'm expecting him to say no, but if he says yes, we'll just burn all this footage of me saying I don't trust him. So we go to the big wedding. String quartets everywhere. Alex looking very much like he's on the way to the con of his life. Look at all the friends giggle when he's coming out. They're like, look at the guy we hate, but we'd still bone. Alex gets there's his mom. There's a lot of women smiling uncomfortably at this wedding. I mean, every woman has this face of like, she's really gonna do this. Okay. I mean, everyone's doing that smile. She's gonna, okay, I guess so.
oh my god.
Here's another thing. If my collar at my wedding fits like Alex's, like that's not, I don't want that. No, that's a cheap tux. No, that's one that he's loosened many times. The tailor should be ashamed. Her last moment with her dad, he's like, you are nervous. You are sweating. The dad is saying nothing right. Come on, you're good. You're a black belt.
You more nervous now or when you did that first tournament?
Dad. Yeah, she's literally almost in tears. Hey, Dad, how about you don't have to do this? We still love you. Stop bringing up karate that she did in Cleveland when she was 8 years old.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Boy, you're sweating. He literally said to her, wow, you're like really a sweaty pig, huh? You're wondering where she gets this lack of confidence. Maybe it's this dad.
Oh my god.
This dad who, get him some moisturizer. I'm sorry. He couldn't just line up the beard. I mean, no one even tried for this. The dad won't use any aloe. Alex won't shave a beard. They make their way to the altar. Alex, big handshake with the dad who doesn't trust him. The mom dressed as Murphy Brown for Halloween. He says, you look beautiful. She's like, thanks. Did it feel good? Is that what you wanted? Ashley, do you feel better now? He's like, yeah, you're like a solid 7 out of 10. Like you're like a Cleveland 9. Not my type, but you look beautiful. Like, it doesn't seem like that really helped her. If I'm Ashley, I'm like, damn it. So they say some nice things to each other. Ashley's like, I love you and I care about you. Alex is like, I can't believe I'm into someone who's not a brunette. This guy's face does not match the fact that he has 2 earrings. Like, he is not a stud guy. Look at this. You got to see the justice.
Will you walk away?
He's got an earring in each ear. There's the friend that doesn't trust her. Look at it. He's got the studs in. That is not an earring stud's face. Studs on the not stud. So Ashley takes the reins, says, I know your answer. I know you don't choose me, and I'm not choosing you either. I don't really understand.
When we were in the pods, all of our stories, all of our future.
Why she needed to do this to him.
Once we left the pods,
This is like.
there was no effort. There was no intimacy. There were no questions that you had for me.
So that's usually a good reason to end things before you invite your friends and family to a wedding. Everyone rented tuxes and went to, look at all the women, look at this guy. He's like, oh man, I better text that situationship. She might try to embarrass me in front of everyone too. Like, why are we here for Ashley, for someone who has such low confidence and from a small town, really believes she's the star of her own movie? This is her big moment in the rom-com. Two things can be true at once. Alex is a liar who wasn't really great this whole season. Also, Ashley didn't need to do this. To have her big moment. Look at this friend. This friend is so happy. She is so moist right now. She's like, I can't even get up right now. I'm going to have to sit here for an hour after this is over. She's inspired her. Look at the mom. Can't believe it. The dad looks like this is like back in the day when she would land a roundhouse kick at her big karate tournaments. She says this process made us grow. I'm proud of who I am, and I hope you're proud. Well, she probably knows that he shouldn't be proud of who he is. She's dumping him at the altar.
If I was standing here a year ago, I would have ignored all of the red flags, all of the lies.
So this is all happening so that we can watch you learn a lesson and show us all how strong you've become? I just don't understand the purpose here. Like, we can watch the show and decide on our own that Alex stinks. This woman, she's shaking her. She's going to hurt her neck. She's agreeing so much with all of this.
So I am so sorry, but it is.
It's a no for me, dog. Randy Jackson's him. Look at the mom. She's like, don't worry. I've already stolen all the money from your bank account, so you'll get yours. The scariest part is how Alex responds, very calmly, almost with a con man's confidence. He's like, I get your feelings. I'm going to disappear into the cover of night, but I didn't like the way you were asking me questions, and we all have a right to our feelings. It would make sense for Alex to like throw a smoke bomb and disappear and never to be seen again. What did she say that made the nodding women?
I respect your feelings without a doubt. From my end, it's...
Her friends really have...
Saying no to you today is a win.
This woman, it's a win for all of us. That's right. That's right, Brian. We win today. I will not be hooking up with you later tonight. You're going to have to wait until next week. We win. The dad escorts Ashley out. Shock and awe. Murphy Brown, they just left her. Shouldn't the mom go with them too? What's with the dad? The dad isn't like, come on, honey, let's go. Like, if I'm Murphy Brown, I'm mad. The dad didn't think to say, hey, mom, let's go. Let's all go upstairs for a little meeting. She flat out called him a liar. Yeah, mom, you're going to have to watch this season back. I think that's not right. Look at, she's like, no. There's a the con man's motto is we never call someone a liar, even if we are. Like, she's like, that's not part of our creed. The whole family gets together. Clock that guy. You can't say I clocked that guy while in a wedding dress after you've ended it with him at the altar of your wedding. Clocked him would be, I realized it in the pods that he was kind of a liar, and then finding out that he stole the retirement money of a neighbor of yours. Then you could be like, I clocked that. To say I clocked this, no, you sundialed it. You were pretty slow to it. I don't know if that's even a good reference, but you definitely didn't clock it. The internet will praise Ashley to her death, but let's just call this what it was. This was about her, and she even says it.
But I don't care.
Today was about me. Like, okay. What about everyone who got their makeup done? What about your friends that, like, went out to this cow pasture to, like, go to a wedding? What about Alex's friend who looks like he wanted to sell everyone crypto?
I don't think so. Really? Yeah, he kept talking about how I'm like not his type, and I was like,
well, then why didn't you end it with him? If someone says to me, "You're not my type," I'm insulted, and I go, "Okay, so we're broken up now." I don't go make sure to hold that in until we're engaged and I'm at the altar to get asked if I say I do. Now it's Christine and Vic's wedding day, the Borings, the couple that I forgot was even on this show. I'm sure this wedding will have the worst food you've ever seen at a wedding. It'll be a lot of like crackers and stuff that they give you that they make you eat and say it's like the body of a god or something. There's going to be a lot of scriptures read that people are going to take a lot of meaning from, and I'm going to have to sit there and like act like I'm listening.
I didn't care.
I mean, let's go. Mr. and Mrs. Catnap, Mr. and Mrs. Snooze.
The rest didn't matter.
Let's go to this wedding. I mean, I'm going to do like one story from here. This is not the wedding that I've been waiting for. They're going to say they love each other. They're going to have a great time. There's going to be no drama, nothing. That's why we didn't see much of them this season. Christine meets Vic's sister and mom. And you can even tell they don't have much to talk about. They're like, okay, cool. So, nice meeting you. Cool. So we're just going to go sit in the car. We really like you, but just not a lot of conversation to be had here. So we're going to get going. And then Christine's mom shows up. She kind of looks like she's haunting this building. The weddings here have all resulted in all your souls being taken to the heavens. There is not much here. Their whole wedding is just stuff that would be shown during a montage. Look at, he's teaching his friend how to dance. They're getting some laughs in. This is just like, this is Mr. and Mrs. Montage. Their whole existence on this show could be done with music playing loudly over it, no words, and we just would know, okay, they like each other, they're into God, and they're going to get married. And then the mom, she's going to hug him and say something like, I've always loved you. And then back to the montage again. I told you she was going to say something inspiring that's going to make you want to cry. Ready? He came back from college. How come you didn't give up on me?
We don't give up on our children.
We don't give up on our children. That is like the opposite of what my parents would say. We've given up on you 1,000 times. You never leave here. You keep eating our food. That would be what my parents would say before the wedding. This is like the most inspiring thing. And then they go back to the music playing and learning the electric slide. We don't give up on our children. And then it's back to like, a little bit louder now, a little bit softer now. My family, it's like, why are you eating all that food? You don't need it. That would be my parents' inspirational quote. To the wedding of Mr. and Mrs. Honk Shoe. Shoo! Wee. See, I told you, they're boring. The two open rows. This is the wedding I'd go, oh no, I can't make it. I got a grandma who's gonna die that weekend, so good luck. Yeah, I'll send a check in the RSVP. Don't worry, there'll be a gift. Like when you got two open rows, even at a Love is Blind wedding, this is not a lot of people. Here comes Vic's whole crew. He's got one friend that looks like the computer guy in Kim Possible. This guy, very Kim Possible looking. Throwing some shades to make it cool. Get ready for Christine's uncle, the shocker of the century. The uncle came here ready to do a magic show.
How are you?
He's a Richard Branson impersonator. He's like, oh yeah, this cummerbund that totally takes attention off of the bride, and these glasses that make people think I might be famous. I didn't wear them because I'm up my own ass. No, I'm here. This is all for you. I don't want to take any attention away from the bride. This wedding has lived up to the name, Mr. and Mrs. Fast Forward, Mr. and Mrs. Bore. Not a lot of this couple though, they are turning into one another. This couple, at what point, they're going to become one human. They're going to smush together to become one single couple. Don't you look at your spouse and go, I'm going with the purple. You go with the black. If he wore a white shirt, it would have made sense with the purple. I would have been mad. One of them should be mad. Whoever got dressed first should be a little angry. They look too much alike to dress alike like that. They got married, of course they did. They're in love. Good for them. They seem like very nice people. I've made fun of them the whole season. They've been extremely boring, but generally boring is what works, and that shouldn't be on TV.
With my wife.
Oh, his wife. Oh, yeah, we're all laughing. We're all not crying. Good for them. That's the season. Follow me, share my stuff. I love you too, okay? Now, someone's going to have to go and walk around and blow out all these candles, which will be more fun than whatever this wedding will be. We're at the Love is Blind reunion, and it feels like it's all the former contestants who didn't get enough followers from their time on the show. Like they're all trying to peacock a little too hard. Look at this guy, all of a sudden he's in a sleeveless sweater. Wasn't he like the conservative one from Minneapolis who wouldn't read a book because the Bible told him it was wrong? And now look he's in a sleeveless sweater. Here comes Nick and Vanessa. Hey, we can't believe you're still here either. You must own, I told you. What'd I say to you? We're going to do whatever it takes to get seen on camera to have my moment. This guy, the guy who told everyone how rich he was, this is exactly. It's like a who's who of desperate. So Nick and Vanessa show up. Mr. and Mrs. Passive Aggressive. Mr. and Mrs. We're going to ask you the most uncomfortable question that no one really cared to hear answered. And this is the season 10 reunion, so it's a bigger deal. They said that the whole audience is former contestants, which, isn't it crazy that I could just feel the desperation oozing off the screen? I didn't even know that was the case. I thought it was like a few desperates. I was like, wow, this is extra desperate, but I didn't know it was I thought it was mixed in with other people who are not good looking enough to get cast on the show.
Seeing all of your faces out there.
Look at every face. Vanessa always looked like she's going, really? You'll find someone one day. They introduced the OGs from season 1, a trip down memory lane. Look at Damien. He's obviously moved on to bigger and better things. He obviously has a job of being a rando who vaguely threatens you at a Bayou gas station while you're driving through town. Micah and Jess, I like that Jess brought her inside joke that only her following would kind of remember. This is one of those classic I was on a reality show delusions that we're all laughing about her whole EpiPen thing that she did for 5 minutes on a season. Can you imagine coming on here and being like, oh, I'll do my funny thing. And all of us are like, what? And then there'll be one person who's like, no, her EpiPen joke is my life now. I wear the t-shirt every day. I bought the merch. And we're like, cool, I guess it's a thing.
We also have Megan Fox here tonight.
That's how you know Vanessa Lachey is an evil monster. Chelsea once said that she looked like Megan Fox while in the pods, and it became like the story of the century. She obviously doesn't look enough like Megan Fox to be able to say that on TV while internet commenters exist. And Vanessa Lachey, and look at, that's the guy she tricked. They're like, look, that's the guy who fell for it. And that's the girl who said she looked like the hottest woman on the planet. Remember her? Remember, like, you don't have to, you didn't need to make that joke, Vanessa. She knew it would work. She knew it would get her a laugh. That's all she cared about. She doesn't care about this loser. She's like, oh, see? She doesn't look like Megan Fox. Remember that story where we were all mean to this woman? I'm Vanessa Lachey, and I'm going to bring it up. Let's show her boyfriend that she tricked again. There he is with new hair from Turkey.
Also Leo.
They bring up Leo, the worst person in TV history, who looks at his watch because he said he owned a lot of expensive watches. Is he like trying to like be the most unfuckable person of all time? Like, is that his goal? Like, he's like, yeah, I'm rich and look at my cool watches. I wear a few on at the same time. Also, let me do kissy face so that no woman can ever get wet from me again. Like, is he going for a Guinness World Record of dryness for women? We're going to introduce the cast, but before they do, Nick has to remind us that he's from Ohio. Nick Lachey is the most Ohio-looking guy I've ever seen. Yeah, this is such a Nick Lachey move. If he wasn't in 98 Degrees, he would be the guy who never left his hometown, that cheers for Ohio State in a weirdly passionate way, even though he never went to the school. Gets married to a woman that he met in high school, but they've broken up 700 times. And every time you come back to the hometown, he's like, I can't believe you would leave here. I mean, you went to Cleveland? I mean, it's just so busy there. They do the introductions. Britney looking fantastic. I've always been a Britney fan. The most my type woman I've ever seen on reality TV. Went with an updo. Devonta looking like he's walking into court. I mean, he looks guilty of something. Something happened. We're going to get a story in Devonta. Look at, there's Connor doing the raise the roof, doing nothing to help his beta male status. Here comes Bree, looking very much like she's going to a parents' event at the high school and trying to make all of the seniors hit on her a little. That's that look. And here's Jessica, our queen. I mean, she's going to have Michelle Obama arms. There's no question. You don't have a guy call you fat and then come back and like not be doing 2-a-days at the gym. Oh my God, Chris going full villain. Regis Philbin, black on black. Emma doing the double hand wave. Mike looking like he got some Botox. That, he cleaned up. His mom definitely dressed him. Look at Alex looking very much like he's going to go hustle someone out of their money at a public golf course. And then Ashley, lady in red, you knew she was going to bring it. She's got a lot of demons, as she showed at her wedding. You don't think the woman who lured a guy to a wedding to dump him in front of everyone to like make a point was going to come here not dressed sexy? She brought it. Look at that. Jordan saw himself on camera. He felt like he lost 10 pounds, but he didn't. That's okay. He looks great. Oh, of course, Amber, the single mom, getting a hero's welcome. It's as if Muhammad Ali walked in for these women. And now Christine and Vic, they finish it off with Mr. and Mrs. Boring, the snoozes. Mr. and Mrs. Fast Forward, they're like, yeah, we'll talk to you at the end for a bunch of awes and cuddles, and let's get to the fun stuff. They explain why they didn't send Vic and Christine to Mexico.
I think it made sense in some ways.
They're like, yeah, it totally made sense to not send us to the beautiful resort and put us at a cabin off the highway. We loved that Motel 6. Of course it made sense that you would send 6 couples that were dramatic and fun to Mexico and then send the ones that don't drink or eat any fun food or really have any interesting conversations to a Red Roof Inn Plus. We loved the Red Roof Inn Plus. Look at they're clapping for them. Good for you. Yeah, we'd all love to be at a random cabin and not a resort that has the beach and water sports. I can't believe how long they have spent on the borings. If they're holding us hostage, they're doing it at the beginning so that we have to hear their story. Yeah, that's beautiful. Move on. Let's get to the evil guy who called a woman out of shape who wasn't really out of shape. Like, yeah, we all love you. Yeah, we have to say that so that we don't sound like monsters. Like, if they were at the end, all you would hear is the audience shuffling to try and get their coats on so that they could get to their car and beat traffic. Jordan and Amber lasted 4 months. And look how fake this reaction is. She's like, "Oh, really? 4 months? I thought you guys were going to make it." No, come on. No, everyone knew. Look at this woman, didn't even flinch. She's like, 4 months. She's like, "Yeah, okay, next." He is nervous. Yeah, Vanessa's like, "Why are you so nervous?" Well, I'm a man who ended a marriage after 4 months. Everyone's going to assume I did something wrong. She's a single mother. All I had to take care of was my PS2 and some ho-hos that never go bad if you keep them in their package. So, yeah, I think I'm going to be the one that everyone hates from this. Jordan starts by being like, "Hey, we just weren't the match." And then Amber's like, "He went out with his boys 5 nights a week. We only saw each other once on a Saturday. He wouldn't drive 45 minutes. And then Jordan's like, "Amber got blackout drunk at a wedding that I was the best man at and had to be put to bed in the car." And it's like, oh, that's a tough one. She didn't even deny it. We can't hear that you black out at a wedding when you're dressed like Sharon Stone from Casino, like the biggest wild card in movie history. Like, Jordan, and he's nervous. He's like, "I just want out of this uncomfortable fight." I feel for this dude. There's no way. And Amber does the thing where she fights with him and then she laughs. She'll go, "Oh, right, that's what you want." I'd be like, listen, he should just keep repeating. "She blacked out at a wedding I was a best man at. My mom found out. My mom, who looks like she makes granola for me all day long." That one. Amber makes a big speech about how he didn't realize the commitment he was making. And she seems like she's doing a good job convincing us, and then this blow up happens.
And I'm having to be the one that's holding back tears and just being strong for my daughter. It's like, don't fucking come in somebody's life if you're gonna do that. I told you.
Yeah, this is where, they were like, we were so close to being on her side. So I guess there is more than meets the eye. Like, look at the walk-off, the scream and walk-off. Really, I mean, if I'm him, I'd look at the audience and go, "Does this look like a fun marriage? Does this look like someone you want to have an argument with?"
Someone's going to get Amber.
Yeah. Vanessa Lachey. Is someone going to get Amber? What a Vanessa Lachey line. She's like, "Is someone going to get Amber? Does she need some medication? Anything else uncomfortable I can say?" This might be my favorite part of the show. Amber has her hissy fit freak out. And she has to try and run away to have this big moment that she's looking to have. And there's no slit in her dress, so she can't run as fast as she wants to. Ready? Look at, she Tin Man's out of here. Look, that did not go as quick as she wanted it to go. Look at,
I just want to make sure someone's going to.
They get her on the way out. She's like, "Does anyone have any oil? I need to loosen up my screws. I'm trying to have a big moment here." They can't get off the topic. Nick and Vanessa have the grace of an elephant. I know it's uncomfortable. Your ex-wife just screamed as she ran away. And then, Vanessa's like, "We're going to give her a moment." She has to keep bringing it up. How about you transition to the next topic, Vanessa? That's what a host does. So they bring Amber back, and nobody even acknowledges that she did exactly what Jordan said she had been doing. He's like, "She screams at me and has these outbursts and doesn't let me have any feelings at all." And everyone's like, "Hey, Amber, welcome back. Had a little angry time? Do we get the tears out? A little bit of the waterworks? Welcome back." "Yeah, no, we're happy you're back. Tell us about being a badass mom. Well, we don't need to hear anything about going to a wedding and sleeping in the car while your husband is the best man. Look at Jordan's just sitting here. He's like, it's all the show. He's seen this 1,000 times. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde right here. He's like, just look forward. You'll be back eating Krispy Kremes in no time. Vanessa talks about the strong relationships you develop, and she's like, Amber, you got your girl squad, and Emma and Jess, I think they're becoming the same person, or they're watching the same TikTok algorithm for makeup. All the girls are amazing. And look at, you can even tell Jordan.
So proud. So proud. We love you so much. We love you so much.
Why haven't they brought up her passing out in a car during a wedding? Shouldn't that be acknowledged? We're so proud of her. Like, I know she's a mom. We got to cheer for her. Look at Jordan is like, just sitting here. He's like, we'll be done with me soon, and I will be hugging a box of Teddy Grahams in no time. They say that Amber is their mama bear through and through, and you're like, so what? At what point did she teach you how to go to a wedding and black out and yell at your partner? Also, I would have thought that Jess would have had an intervention done for her and her eyebrows, but it turns out Emma was like, I'm in. I got plenty of Sharpies at home. I'm going your direction on the eyebrows. Didn't see it coming. I thought she would have came in with a thin brow, more, laid back, but no, Emma moving more towards Jess and her brow land. The borings, look at, she's like, oh good, we don't have to talk again. We're like, yes, thank God. We give Amber the floor to beat up on all the men and tell us who's good and who's bad in her opinion. But we heard a pretty horrific story about a mother who went to a wedding when her boyfriend was the best man and needed to be put down for a nap in the car. Who is she to be the arbiter of who's good and who's bad? Bree is now talking about how she has some regrets about how she talked about Connor. Bree was like, I want the full beat. She was like, I want you to put all the makeup that's ever existed onto my face, and I want you to make me look as much like a suburban mom who thinks she runs the town as possible. Also, I'm going to be wearing a shirt that is the most, in what world, this isn't a sitting shirt, in my opinion. This is a standing shirt on a red carpet. But I think Bree believes she's on a red carpet at all time. And he says, what did he say? That they're back together? Yeah, he's like, yeah, good for us. I get to be emasculated in front of every one of my family members for the rest of my life. He says they're still together, and look at, that's the face of judgment. Oh, really? Vanessa Leger, some of the best honesty faces you've ever seen. She does not hide how she feels. Oh, really? Together, you two. Seems like fun. Connor moved right next to her or beneath her. They call it the basement because his place is below hers. That's fun and cute. He says we can't fit a keg. And then look at that really crushed Blake Horstman. He was like, oh my God, men do love kegs. And women love doilies and fun bathroom stuff on the walls. Oh, that's a funny joke. That woman's face frozen.
Oh, yeah, the suit. Yeah.
Oh, you heard about that?
No, I didn't. I was like,
Oh, go tell. Now you can tell. I forgot my suit.
Yeah, God bless Brittany's dad drove this, so thank you.
Connor forgot his suit. Again, Bree can't get off the fact, he's just a man. And I'm just a girl from Michigan looking for a man who forgets his suit, just like Connor would. Oh, they're all going to have to hear that story. Brittany's dad, the heart and soul of this show. I'm so happy he's here. What a great guy. Play some of Chris's greatest hits when he went to take a piss and he had his mic still on and said how hot Bree was, and Connor couldn't do anything about him trying to bang his fiance. Honestly, a script that if someone wrote it, they'd be like, this is too much. Like, who would even talk like this? And then they come back to the room. They're like, so how do we feel about that? Connor, how do you feel about Chris saying that you're a beta male, that he wants to take your woman right from under your arms? Like, what's he going to say? And then Chris, dressed as evil guy number one, henchman one from rom-com, who would laugh when the better-looking, taller man says something quippy. He would do the laugh like, yeah, that's him. That's how he's dressed tonight. Connor gives a perfectly reasonable explanation to how he felt when he watched Chris try to bang his fiance. And look at Nick Lachey try to like relate to other human beings from a lower tax bracket. He's like, growing up in Ohio, we got something called bro code. Nick, I don't think it's okay to try and have sex with your friend's fiance in Iowa or Illinois. I don't think this is like an Ohio thing.
Yeah, you still do. Don't worry.
Right? We got bro code in Ohio, right? He doesn't get it.
Anything left unsaid that you
Nick is like, come on, let that happen in Massachusetts, not Ohio. Home of putting chili on your pasta. Come on, we have good diarrhea in Ohio, like men. Nick asked Brie if she indulged Chris a little too long. Let's find out how she live, laugh, loves this one.
This man is just flipping a switch, like actively.
Yeah, she's like, he's flipping a switch in me. I didn't know what it was like to become wet just from a conversation. But maybe it wasn't him. It was the fact that I had two men that wanted to be with me, and I was the star of a TV show.
Take full accountability and apologizing. Like, it should have never gotten that far. And I was 100% all in on Connor from the...
I mean, that's just plain a lie.
It's like it becomes so much...
She wasn't 100% all in. You literally said that it was between two men in the pods. It's okay. That's the show.
Feelings towards me, that was never an issue for me.
She's like, the moment he said, let's be fuck buddies, I was like, oh, you're not going to like run away with me and this isn't going to be like a rom-com that women would want to watch and go, oh. So I was like, I'm out. Watch Vanessa Lachey get Brie so turned on. Watch. She starts romanticizing her journey and you watch Brie's face when Vanessa does this. Vanessa, really a good wing woman to other crazy women.
Guys, Brie, this has been such a journey for not only your relationship with Connor, but for you personally.
Look at. She heard this has been a journey for you personally. She is like, tell me more about how I'm just a woman from Michigan trying to figure things out in this mixed up world as I'm a badass who just tries to balance a career with being a wonderful, awesome woman. Where do you see it? A breakup in about 3 months once she saves her, her whole like brand. And then she'll start a podcast with Amber called All Men Suck. Look at, they're ready to really get podcasting. Go back to AD, who is like their senior correspondent. She's practicing for when she's going to do the Vanity Fair red carpet.
Hey, Britney. Hey, Leah.
I'm so happy we get to see her do her open mic. This is like, and it always goes 5 minutes too long.
Hey, you good?
This audience has signs that tell them when to laugh and clap, and there's like long stretches of silence.
Joey and I's relationship is very happy, and
AD, I don't know. She's lucky that for some reason Love is Blind chose her as our queen, but this is a tough watch. Her interviewing these people that we like. How about a little reminder of their history? How about their names? And then AD just stood there and did a bunch of inside jokes like she was the maid of honor at a wedding. I don't think we're going to be watching these two on a spin-off Netflix reality series where we go through the tries and tribs of their life. AD's arm might be tired from holding the microphone for that boring story. Vic and Christine probably think they're boring. What's going on with Jimmy? This guy, why did he show up dressed as a 14-year-old boy? He's like, if I'm going to have the hair of a 14-year-old, I might as well wear the shirt. And now they're going to go to Chris. They're like, it's time to beat up on Chris and have Nick Lachey do a little bit of performative hosting. Chris has held this pose the whole reunion. He hasn't untilted his head. Someone got in Chris's ear and was like, "You're already evil. You might as well swim with the current. Some woman will blow you because she's into this." So there's no woman that's into going from evil to maybe evil to I'm a good guy. So he's sticking with evil. Nick says he had to walk away from the television a few times when Chris was doing some of his evil monologues. And then he asked Chris how he feels about it.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not proud of a lot of those moments.
Not proud was not enough for this audience. They needed...
That's it?
That's it. Nick, look at Alex. Alex, I thought that was pretty good. Not proud. Good for him. Way to admit your mistakes. Look at all the men are going to do a performance right now of oh my God, the worst. Look at all the men are don't blink. Don't look like you're happy about this. Don't look like it was enough. Look at these women are that is, they were waiting for him to reach out his right arm and take a pocket knife out and cut off his pinky to make good with this audience of desperates. What was he gonna do? What's he gonna say more than that? Nick Lachey does a little bit of a soliloquy. He's I am gonna make sure that every woman knows that I am an ally.
I promise you it's not good.
Right.
It's not good. Look at that is the widest clap. This woman almost flew away. She clapped so much. Nick Lachey might win Feminist of the Year because this speech,
Nothing ever happened.
it's the easiest one anyone could ever give.
Says about you? That's probably for you and a therapist to figure out.
Oh, he mentioned a therapist for another man. This guy, give him the Nobel Peace Prize. Watch, this audience is going to go nuts. Nick Lachey telling a man to go to therapy? Look at Flappy. She's back. She is in favor of therapy. Look at this speech. It is the easiest one to give. He's like, I don't think it's right. This is just me, Nick Lachey speaking, but I don't think it's right to try and have sex with your best friend's fiance. That's just me. And I don't think it's right to tell your fiance that she needs to work out a little bit more and that she's not your type and she's a little flabby. But that's just me, Nick Lachey. Hero to young women everywhere. That's me. But maybe other guys think that's a good thing to do. Now Chris is apologizing directly to Connor and Bree.
I'm not asking for...
Look at Connor thinking over this apology as if what's he gonna do? Give him a hug and give him a little hand job afterwards? No, he's like, okay, well, after this is over, they had a really good turkey and brioche in the back, and I think I'm gonna put a little Munster cheese. They had Munster, I think. I'm not a big Munster guy, but it really looked good. That he's not thinking of anything right now. Look at this speech, this apology. Where does it get us all? No one's gonna think of Chris as a different person after tonight. No one's gonna think of Connor as this Connor's not gonna become his best friend. Nick Lachey asked why Chris was so complimentary to Jess on the trip to Cabo, and then things changed. The only move for Chris right now is to be Nick, I don't know if this happens to you, but before I ejaculate, I'm really into a lot of different women. And then after, I feel a lot of regret and I start to think a little bit more like myself. Hey Nick, you ever have post-cum clarity? Nick, I would love for him to ask Nick Lachey that question. And Nick would be you just see Nick Lachey look into the camera and then look at Vanessa Lachey and he's how do you think I got married to her? That would be the only way for Chris to go. He's got to go on the offensive. Vanessa's going to ask Jess, now that you've had time to reflect, how do you feel about a guy who's 5'6" telling you that you're not his type after you've slept together and that you need to work out a little more? Oh, I'm sure this answer will be, no, now that I've thought about it, and I've done some Pilates, what's she going to say? Chris has a point. She's going to tell Chris to go to therapy as well. They're all going to tell him to go to therapy and then look at the crowd and wave at their adoring new fans. Jess explains, and she says the word human because she's a doctor. She's often the human will react to others' success with their own insecurities, which is true. Chris is an insecure loser.
He has
And I like Nick's follow-up question.
Those insecurities, what do you think some of those...
Can you elaborate more on his insecurities and maybe bring up that he has a smaller penis than most and he's shorter than most, and say a bunch of stuff that will make this crowd go absolutely fucking batshit bananas.
While there was this huge bravado and dominance and alpha shit when he had a different audience, that was never shown to me. I was never spoken to like that. I think because
Jess did not go hard enough
that I wouldn't
for Nick. He's gonna
tolerate it or buy into it.
You're just gonna go back to Nick. He's gonna be holding up his pinky like, small, like this big? Nick's trying to build a case. He's saying you saw how successful she was and how great her home was, and then you disappeared. Look at Nick is on this. He's like Walter Cronkite. He's on a hunch.
Nothing to do with the decision I made.
Oh, look at Alex didn't buy that, or Ashley didn't buy that.
Did it affect you?
Didn't affect you?
You kind of disappeared for...
I want Nick Lachey to be like, do you want to look at my Charles Schwab account? Because I was in a boy band in the late 90s, so... You really want to feel like you have a small cock? Take a look at my account. That would be Nick standing up for women.
That happened. I mean, were you in Devonta's nothing box, or like where did you run?
Boy, Lachey knows he has one on this guy. Him and Vanessa, when they got someone and they can get a win, they're going to take the win. They don't care about any of these losers. They're like, I am going to look good at every one of these people's. It's going to be their problem. Goodbye. This guy can go back to Ohio. I'm going to be in Hollywood looking like a hero. So Chris says it wasn't true that he was intimidated by Jess's money. It was more that he was emotionally immature. And he's
a little emotional now. What's coming up for you?
He's like, I'm crying about all the women in my DMs who like a badass who doesn't give a shit what people think. He's like, you ever been on the internet? There's a bunch of garbage just like me that's waiting to like give me a huge hug while we're naked. So I just got to get through tonight. I don't know what Vanessa thinks she's going to get out of Chris right now.
Want to become more emotionally mature?
Do you want to become more emotionally mature? Like, Vanessa, you're not his mom and he's not 8 years old. Did you watch it? Are you trying to be a better person? No, he came dressed in all black. He came dressed like he's Vin Diesel. Like, there's no learning happening. He's going to go and have a shot of Fireball after this and then try and hook up at a bar. Chris has one more chance to say something that will convince nobody to like him. He says, I don't think I'll ever have an emotional connection with anyone like the one we had. Yes, he will. He's going to go to the suburbs of Ohio and disappear to some local town where he's going to yell at his kid about how he plays in youth sports and yell at a referee who's 15 years old. And he's going to have a wife who doesn't say 3 words, and he's going to feel like he's the king of whatever garbage Ohio town he moves to because he has a Charles Schwab account with $50,000 in it. So Chris will learn nothing. Now Jess gets to be a hero. She gets her moment. Bree is so jealous right now. She's like, ugh, I wish I had a guy who called me ugly and said I needed the gym more. I would be crushing this speech.
I don't even look at him.
Yeah, why would she ever talk to Chris again? In what world is she like having dinner with him every Tuesday? We thought the Chris section was over. They're like, no. We need to play more of this evil guy. They're going to dine out on this for a while. This is Chris's greatest hits. They're playing I Need a Girl Who Does Pilates, track 2.
No, but she said she danced for 15 years, and I was like, okay, well.
I mean, she's not like morbidly obese.
I mean, if I'm Jess, I'm more mad at Ashley for this one. She's not morbidly obese or anything. That's not what... That wouldn't make me feel better. Oh no, he's like not like he's not attached to his couch or anything. Jared's like chubby, but not like he looks like he walks daily, not 10,000 steps, but like, come on, you're making him out to be like, this is not a defense really. Ashley, what Jess's face, like you're not like, she looks like she's kind of getting off to this. I mean, like that's kind of a hot look. They come back to the studio audience. Look at their booing, like they just said Haman during Purim. But Haman, wow, get out your groggers.
Jess, how'd you feel when you saw that?
Hey, Jess, how'd you feel when the guy that you said you were in love with said that you needed a little bit more Pilates for him and that you didn't look like you danced for 15 years? What do you think? She's gonna, right, no, she felt great. She was wet. What do you think, Vanessa?
The bar was really long, like Brie caught.
I would be more concerned with, hey, what do you think of Ashley saying you're not morbidly obese? Didn't you think there was like another few descriptions she could have used in your defense? Watch Vanessa say, I'm sorry in the most, I mean, yeah, I'm okay. Oh, I'm good. Thank you, girl. I mean, no one wants to be told, no one wants anyone sorry for them. So this is tough for Jess. But I mean, that's the least I'm good face I've ever seen. And then the over cackle.
But it was painful.
I mean, this guy, he's like, don't move. Don't become a meme. That's all you got to do.
Have you spoken to any of the girls, the women's?
No, she said nothing to the girls. They don't have a group chat where they discuss every single post that Chris makes on Instagram. Come on. Vanessa, do you have one friend? Jess does call out the women for not defending her more to Chris. And look at Ashley takes it. She says they were shocked.
You are the most beautiful.
Beautiful soul. Ashley, stop with the semantics. No one wants to have a beautiful soul. She's doing the same thing again. You have a beautiful soul. You have a great looking aura. No, say that she's hot and doesn't need to go to Pilates.
Soul I've ever met in my life.
So look at she loved that. Oh, I have a beautiful soul, huh? Yeah, that's what we're all looking for. That's what I hoped when I Sharpied these eyebrows on. Come on, Ashley. Gives Jess one more chance to address the room. This is like her 17th chance to give a speech.
Tear me down in front of everyone.
And I'm not defending Chris. It's just like, enough.
Who has not experienced that.
Oh my God. She just did. There's not a woman in this room who has not experienced this. Look at Bree's like, oh my God. This should be my speech. This should be my moment to tell all the women how hard they have it. Look at this woman didn't seem to agree. She's like, no, I've never been torn down. People pretty much always want to tell me how beautiful I am. But, good for you. I guess you learned a lot at that Soul Cycle class that you've been taking. Bree's so jealous of this speech Jess is giving.
Give yourself that love. Give yourself that time.
Oh, we got to give ourselves that love and that time. You know where I learned to be confident? From Jess, from season 10 of Love is Blind.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Look, she gives this powerful speech. Jordan isn't even in the room with us. He's thinking about a pizza place he saw on the way to the reunion. He's hoping it will stay open after they're done taping.
It's worth it.
Look at, do you think Chelsea's like, you know what? I'm going to start telling people I look like Megan Fox again. Thank you. Thank you, Jess. You've inspired me to live in my delusion. And look at, I don't even think the men know where they are. Did they all take a gummy?
Well, you handled it with great
Look at
class in the moment.
Nick Lachey's like, you handled this with, how did Jessica Simpson handle it when you were being a douche to her on that whole 3 seasons of a reality show? Nick found a high horse to say. Gigi, our other boring correspondent, is here with Harmal, who was on the season but never got picked. And he's apparently dating someone on the stage.
With someone who's sitting right there on the...
And we're all like, who is it? And then
I know.
Connor gets up for some light homophobia. He's like, it's me. I'm gay now. And then they all laugh. Look at Nick Lachey just spent a half hour telling us how we should feel about the Chris and Jess thing. And then Connor says, yeah, I sucked Harmal's dick. And he's like, that's the most crazy, ridiculous. Come on. Oh, come on. We're not going to hell here. And then they're trying to piece together who he's with a game that you would never play on Netflix. Like, we didn't even know there was a game section of Netflix. And so they solve the Netflix puzzle. And Harmal is with Jess, whoa, she found love after all. Look at, you don't need a gym membership to find love. There you go. Look at that. And he's like, already fucked her. Come on. That smirk is I've already been there, not my problem anymore. Good luck with that one smirk. It doesn't feel like he lost right there. That was a to be continued smirk. Look at this. She's all excited. I don't know. That smirk's going to live with me forever. Jess is with Ormal now, and listen to Ormal's speech.
I don't know when I came on this, I was so hard on myself about things.
This guy really wants to be a hero.
With a woman's heart, to like wake it up without the intention of following through is like a sin to me. Like
look at this guy. Could have came on and been like, Jess is awesome, and I reached out when I saw her on the show because I thought she was even more awesome. He could have kept this in I statements, but instead he's going to tell us that like messing with a woman's heart is a total sin. Like this guy came to take the feminism prize away from Nick Lachey and then get blown by every woman here while holding it in his hand while he stands on Chris's body. Like, enough. Look at, she's like, right, this is right. I should be worshipped. Right. Everything I say is correct. And everyone who messes with me is sinning and should go to hell. No, he's making a good point. If you have captured Vanessa Lachey's heart with your speech, then there's something devious going on. Like, this guy stinks. I'm on Team Chris at this point. I'm going to marry you, your family, your sister, your dog, your vibrator, your ottoman, your mansion with the weird curtains that make it look like a dominatrix lair. I'm going to marry all of it. Not like Chris. I don't even care if you go to Pilates once a week. I'm okay with it. You can go to no Pilates. You can go to Soul Cycle. It doesn't matter to me. You can do one of those workouts where they have the bouncy balls and they're not really working out and it's just a bunch of older women doing weird stuff at the gym. I don't care because I'm a real man. Like, enough, Ormal. This is still going. Look at, they're clapping him off. Look at, Nick is like clapping him off. She's crying. She's going to... Oh, that's going to be a lot of Sharpie running down her face. Don't make her cry. There's going to be...
I love you, Jess. And that's like,
wow.
That word's not enough. Also,
that word's not enough.
You're so hot.
Oh, now she's going to... Enough! Ormal!
Just feels right.
You can't have all the women. Leave some for the rest of us. Look at Nick stopped him. Nick had to be like, dude, enough. You're gonna lose your balls in a second. Are you gonna give us your testicles? Look, and then they go to this guy. What do you got to say? Come on. This is the guy who's like obsessed with his mom, who wanted his wife to say gabagool the right way. You're gonna follow that speech? Mike and Emma get their moment, and it's absolutely bizarre. Emma says that she said yes at the altar, which meant she wanted kids. And Mike's like, I was under the assumption that you weren't sure about kids, and that's why I said no. Which, on the like, whose side are you? I'm gonna go with the guy who's speaking about what he wants and what he doesn't want, and not with the woman who's like, you didn't read my mind at the altar. And it kind of seems like bullshit. It feels like Emma wants to get like. It feels like Emma wants to have like a very powerful story where she's not the bad guy, but no one would think she's the bad guy for not wanting kids. But Bree just rolled her eyes at Emma pretty hard. It doesn't. I don't buy anything from Emma. It feels like she loves telling her own story. Ask Mike if he's been able to move on, and he says he's seeing someone new. Emma's reaction to her being here. She's here actually. And Emma's like, oh, really? Seems like she... And then they go to Mike's new gal, and there's one thing about those eyebrows that I know. This woman can say gabagool and ragot and galamad with the best of them. It looks like his mom got her way. Look, he's like, hey, give me one ragu for me. Give Papa one galamad. They go to Ashley and Alex. We're going to get really confused with Alex telling 17 different stories at once.
Your story.
He's even going to do it to Nick. Your story kept changing, and watch Alex, who looks like he's in an underground poker game.
Can you point to the changes?
He asked Nick to tell him what changes were in his story. He's like, I don't think Nick Lachey prepared to host this show at all. And now Nick is going to try and outlie Alex. What are the gaps?
Why do you think?
He knows. Look at this. Is actually a genius move. Alex knows that the Lacheys practice probably for 5 minutes before this starts taping, and they have no idea what they're asking about. They were just told that there were gaps. Now, why do you think? Look at, they keep going back and forth. Why do you think there are gaps in your story? Tell me the gaps in your story. Great work by Alex the liar. The close-ups of Alex's face, he looks like Ben Affleck, who's playing a guy who is really into pills and is fiending because he's on his last capsule and he's not sure what to do next. They have this whole discussion of whether Alex was into Ashley's looks. Alex is really good at putting someone down without really putting them down. He says that she's objectively
a beautiful woman.
That's like the same as like, you're beautiful to someone. Objectively, you know, there's people out there who would say, if we put you in a lineup, they would say you're beautiful. Just for me,
Literally Quasimodo or something walking through.
Alex, listen to this next one.
I think you have a beautiful.
You have a beautiful smile, and you got a lot of confidence for, you know, looking like that. Like he does say things in a way. This whole conversation with Ashley and Alex about their relationship is uncomfortable. Ashley doesn't look any better. Alex just seems like someone I would never want to speak with on any level about anything ever. Like, I don't want to get into a debate with him. I don't want to, like, go in on a sandwich together. I don't want to, like, split fries. No food. I would never go to a restaurant with him. It would be too many questions and too many, you know, shifting stances. Oh, we should get ketchup and maybe some mustard. I don't know. I mean, even these two are just looking at all this like, are these people okay? Are they going to bring out a therapist at any point? They go to this soccer thing with Devonta and Alex, and Devonta all of a sudden has a personality. Like, this is the first time I saw him smile. I don't even know who this... I didn't even know it was him at first.
Question answered. Now the question I have is, Devonta, where was all that energy throughout the rest of the
Look at Nick Lachey with the only good question he's ever asked. Like, hey, Devonta, are you okay? Like, what?
Britney and Devonta, hey guys.
Why did you, and now we go to Britney and Devonta to find out about his prenup and whether the Honda Civic was saved in it. We go into Britney and Devonta, and she seemed calm
And really collected.
when she was being dumped on her, what would have been her wedding day. Maybe it was like her level of delusion on that day. And they showed Jess and Emma. They have nodded their heads at every delusional moment. They need to like back off on encouraging other people. They're encouraging. Jess and Emma, don't come with me to an ice cream store. I'll be like, I should have a Sunday. I didn't work out today. They'd be like, yes, you deserve it. You deserve that treat, even though you've had treats all day. They would be pushing me to treats in spite of all the other treats I've had. The whole section where Devo went to Austin and Britney says they were still engaged and it was a girls' trip that he somehow ended up on. I have never cared less about a story. Devo is a wuss who wanted to get dumped by his fiance so that he wouldn't be the bad guy. And Britney is a delusional romantic who was never going to be over with her fiance unless he literally chopped off the finger that he put a ring on and brought it home with him and then sent her a letter that was notarized that said, we are broken up. So this is both of them making everyone else having to deal with their garbage. And Britney is letting this go on to like make herself feel better that she has an engagement ending. It's just this was the dumbest side story. They ask Britney what she thinks, and she mentions girl code, which is like, that's like, yeah, look at, and then you don't want the craziest one to jump in to your defense. She's like girl code, which is like saying like, hey, what about, the fairy dust is supposed to work. Like, that's not even like a real thing. That's just a way of not having to like have any nuance. And then Amber's like, don't trust these men. And we all have to like, we've all forgotten that she never like said that she didn't pass out at a wedding, that she was the date of the best man. Like, am I the only one who remembers that? Yeah, don't trust these men. Where's my drink? I want to take a nap in the car outside in the parking lot. Like, what? Like, this is all gone to crap. Britney's dad now gives Devo a speech that is out of a TGIF sitcom. I've never seen the dad of a daughter talk to an ex-boyfriend this lovingly. And now he's asking, hopefully you'll learn. How about your daughter, who doesn't seem to have any taste or any, like, real thoughts on, like, how someone treats them and won't end a relationship that's going nowhere? Like, worry about your own thing going on. Like, now he asks him if he lied to him. Lie about what? He's like, I lied to you a few times. I did in fact use the downstairs bathroom to take a dump, and it was me who made it smell like that. When you asked who made it smell, I blamed your wife. I'm sorry. I'm Devo. I'm looking at this dad and I'm like, hey, I tried to get your daughter to dump me 7,000 times. Can you just like tell her that she should have some taste in men and she should maybe listen a little bit more when someone says they don't want to get engaged and maybe we'll do it later? That probably means not at all. So they award Vic and Christine this prize for being the only ones to get married. It's a coupon to TurboTax to get their taxes done. They are the most boring couple, and literally they're getting the most boring coupon you could ever be given. Mr. and Mrs. Catnap, Mr. and Mrs. Fast Forward are awarded tax returns, a tax accountant. That is, listen, I'm not always right. I was right about this couple. They should never be on TV again. I wish them the best. I hope to never watch any of their updates. They were given a tax audit, the most boring thing you could ever be given. Reunion ends with a montage of all the marriages over the last 10 years where Joe Pesci from the Wet Bandits and Walmart Sarah McLachlan are singing to one another. I've never been less ready to fall in love from a song. I've never been less inspired. I've never cheered for couples less. I mean, they couldn't tell this guy that, like, hey, you're going to be, like, on TV. Maybe you don't dress like you're going through a dumpster in an alley to try and find trinkets. Like, at least she, like, put on every skin product ever. Like, her bedtime routine must be wildly long. They're like, oh my God, the story of our lives. Like, is there anything sadder? So they end the show with the Lachey's doing like 10 different sign-offs and limericks.
Love leads the way. Anything is possible.
Why do they do 10 different lines? It's like they're working out different endings.
Or in the love that you may be lucky enough to already have. Good night, everyone.
Look at it, then they wave off like it's Dick Clark's New Year's Eve. That's it for them. That's it for me. It was a fun season of Love is Blind. May you never find the Lachey love that looks like you got in a fight in the car 10 minutes earlier. Good night, everyone.